الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا.
In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, praise belongs to Allah, who has sent down the book to his servant, and allowed no crookedness in it, as
قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا.
a straightforward book to warn of a severe punishment from him, and to give the good news to the believers who do righteous deeds that they will have an excellent reward, paradise,
ماكثين فيه أبدا
in which they will dwell forever,
وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا.
and to warn those who have said that Allah has had a son,
ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم إن يقولون إلا كذبا.
while they have no knowledge about it, nor had their fathers. Grave is the word that comes out of their mouths, they say nothing but lies.
فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا.
So, O Prophet, perhaps you are going to kill yourself after them, out of grief, if they do not believe in this discourse.
إنا جعلنا ما على الأرض زينة لها لنبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا.
Surely, we have made what is on earth an adornment for it, so that we test them as to who among them is better in deeds.
وإنا لجاعلون ما عليها صعيدا جرزا.
And surely, we are going to turn whatever is thereon into a barren land.
أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا.
Do you think that the people of Kaf, the cave, and Rakhine, inscription, were unusual out of our signs?
إذ أوى الفتية إلى الكهف فقالوا ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا.
When the young men took refuge in the cave and said, Our Lord, bless us with mercy from your own and provide us with guidance in our matters.
فضربنا على آذانهم في الكهف سنين عددا.
So, we sealed up their hearing, putting them to sleep in the cave for a number of years.
ثم بعثناهم لنعلم أي الحزبين أحصى لما لبثوا أمدا.
Thereafter we raised them up, so that we know which of the two groups have better calculated the period in which they remained sleeping.
نحن نقص عليك نبأهم بالحق إنهم فتية آمنوا بربهم وزدناهم هدى.
We narrate to you their story with truth. They were young men who believed in their Lord, and we gave them more guidance.
وربطنا على قلوبهم إذ قاموا فقالوا ربنا رب السماوات والأرض لن ندعو من دونه إلها لقد قلنا إذا شططا.
We made their hearts firm when they stood up and said, Our Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. We shall never invoke any god other than him, otherwise we would be saying something far from the truth.
هؤلاء قوم اتخذوا من دونه آلهة لولا يأتون عليهم بسلطان بين فمن أظلم ممن افترى على الله كذبا.
These, our people, have adopted gods other than him. Why do they not bring a clear proof in their favor? So, who is more unjust than the one who fabricates a lie against Allah?
وَإِذِ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ يَنشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُم مِّن رَّحْمَتِهِ وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُم مِّنْ أَمْرِكُم مِّرْفَقًا.
When you have turned away from them and those whom they worship, except Allah, then seek refuge in the cave, and your Lord will extend his mercy for you, and provide you ease in your matters.
وَتَرَى الشَّمْسَ إِذَا طَلَعَت تَّزَاوَرُ عَن كَهْفِهِمْ ذَاتَ الْيَمِينِ وَإِذَا غَرَبَت تَّقْرِضُهُمْ ذَاتَ الشِّمَالِ وَهُمْ فِي فَجْوَةٍ مِّنْهُ ۚ ذَٰلِكَ مِنْ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ ۚ مَن يَهْدِ اللَّهُ فَهُوَ الْمُهْتَدِ ۖ وَمَن يُضْلِلْ فَلَن تَجِدَ لَهُ وَلِيًّا مُّرْشِدًا.
You would see the sun, when it rose, turning away from their cave towards the right, and when it set, it bypassed them towards the left, and they were lying in the hollow thereof. That is one of the signs of Allah. Whomsoever Allah guides is the one who gets the right path, and whomsoever he lets go astray, for him you will find no one to help, no one to lead.
وَتَحْسَبُهُمْ أَيْقَاظًا وَهُمْ رُقُودٌ وَنُقَلِّبُهُمْ ذَاتَ الْيَمِينِ وَذَاتَ الشِّمَالِ وَكَلْبُهُم بَاسِطٌ ذِرَاعَيْهِ بِالْوَصِيدِ لَوِ اطَّلَعْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ لَوَلَّيْتَ مِنْهُمْ فِرَارًا وَلَمُلِئْتَ مِنْهُمْ رُعْبًا.
And you would think they were awake while they were asleep. We turned them on their sides, right and left, and their dog had its forelegs stretched out to the doorstep. If you had a look at them, you would have fled away from them and would have been filled with awe of them.
وَكَذَٰلِكَ بَعَثْنَاهُمْ لِيَتَسَاءَلُوا بَيْنَهُمْ ۚ قَالَ قَائِلٌ مِّنْهُمْ كَمْ لَبِثْتُمْ ۖ قَالُوا لَبِثْنَا يَوْمًا أَوْ بَعْضَ يَوْمٍ ۚ قَالُوا رَبُّكُمْ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا لَبِثْتُمْ فَابْعَثُوا أَحَدَكُم بِوَرِقِكُمْ هَٰذِهِ إِلَى الْمَدِينَةِ فَلْيَنظُرْ أَيُّهَا أَزْكَىٰ طَعَامًا فَلْيَأْتِكُم بِرِزْقٍ مِّنْهُ وَلْيَتَلَطَّفْ وَلَا يُشْعِرَنَّ بِكُمْ أَحَدًا.
In this way we raised them up until they asked each other. One of them said, "How long did you tarry?" They said, "A day, or part of a day." They said, "Your Lord knows best how long you tarried. So, send one of you with this silver coin of yours to the city and let him look around which of the eatables are the purest and let him bring you some food from there. And he must act in polite manner and must not let anyone know about you."
إِنَّهُمْ إِن يَظْهَرُوا عَلَيْكُمْ يَرْجُمُوكُمْ أَوْ يُعِيدُوكُمْ فِي مِلَّتِهِمْ وَلَن تُفْلِحُوا إِذًا أَبَدًا.
If they, the habitants of the city, will know about you, they will stone you or force you to revert to their faith, and in that case, you will never find success. And
وَكَذَٰلِكَ أَعْثَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ لِيَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ وَأَنَّ ليعلموا أن وعد الله حق وأن الساعة لا ريب فيها إذ يتنازعون بينهم أمرهم فقالوا ابنوا عليهم بنيانا ربهم أعلم بهم قال الذين غلبوا على أمرهم لنتخذن عليهم مسجدا.
And in this way, we made them known to the people of the city, so that they realize that Allah's promise is true, and that there is no doubt about the hour, the day of resurrection. When they were disputing among themselves in their matter, they said, erect a building over them. Their Lord knows them best. Said those who prevailed in their matter, we will certainly make a mosque over them.
سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة سادسهم كلبهم رجما بالغيب ويقولون سبعة وثامنهم كلبهم قل ربي أعلم بعدتهم ما يعلمهم إلا قليل فلا تمار فيهم إلا مراء ظاهرا ولا تستفت فيهم منهم أحدا.
Some will say, they were 3, the 4th of them being their dog, and some will say, 5, the 6th of them being their dog, just making conjectures, and others will say, 7, the 8th of them is their dog. Say, my Lord knows best about their number. No one knows them except a few, so do not argue about them except an apparent argumentation, and do not ask any one of these about them.
ولا تقولن لشيء إني فاعل ذلك غدا.
And never say about anything, I will do this tomorrow,
إلا أن يشاء الله واذكر ربك إذا نسيت وقل عسى أن يهديني ربي لأقرب من هذا رشدا.
Unless you say, if Allah wills. And remember your Lord if you forget, and say to those who asked you about the story of the people of the cave, maybe my Lord will lead me to something closer than this to guidance.
وَلَبِثُوا فِي كَهْفِهِمْ 300 سِنِينَ وَازْدَادُوا 9.
They stayed in their cave for 300 years and added 9.
قُلِ اللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا لَبِثُوا لَهُ غَيْبُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ أَبْصِرْ بِهِ وَأَسْمِعْ مَا لَهُم مِّن دُونِهِ مِن وَلِيٍّ وَلَا يُشْرِكُ فِي حُكْمِهِ أَحَدًا.
Say, Allah knows best how long they stayed. To him belongs the unseen of the heavens and the earth, how well he sees and how well he hears. They have no supporter other than him, and he lets no one share his authority.
وَاتْلُ مَا أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ مِن كِتَابِ رَبِّكَ لَا مُبَدِّلَ لِكَلِمَاتِهِ وَلَن تَجِدَ مِن دُونِهِ مُلْتَحَدًا.
And recite what has been revealed to you of the book of your Lord. There is no one to change his words, and you will never find a refuge beside him.
واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا ولا تطع من أغفلنا قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا.
Keep yourself content with those who call their Lord morning and evening, seeking his pleasure, and let not your eyes overlook them. seeking the splendor of the worldly life. And do not obey the one whose heart we have made heedless of our remembrance, and who has followed his desire and whose behavior has exceeded the limits.
وقل الحق من ربكم فمن شاء فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر إنا أعتدنا للظالمين نارا أحاط بهم سرادقها وإن يستغيثوا يغاثوا بماء كالمهل يشوي الوجوه بئس الشراب وساءت مرتفقا.
And say, the truth is from your Lord. Now, whoever so wills may believe and whoever so wills may deny. Surely, we have prepared for the unjust a fire, whose tent will envelop them. And if they will beg for help, they shall be helped with water like oily dregs that will scald the faces. Vile is the drink, and evil is the fire as a resting place.
إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات إنا لا نضيع أجر من أحسن عملا.
As for those who believe and do righteous deeds, of course, we do not waste the reward of those who are good in deeds.
أولئك لهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتهم الأنهار يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب ويلبسون ثيابا خضرا من سندس واستبرق متكئين فيها على الأرائك نعم الثواب وحسنت مرتفقا.
Those are the ones for whom there are eternal gardens, rivers flowing beneath them. They will be adorned therein with bracelets of gold, and they will be dressed in green garments, made of fine silk and thick silk, reclining therein on couches. Excellent is the reward and beautiful is the paradise as a resting place.
واضرب لهم مثل الرجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب وحففناهما بنخل وجعلنا بينهما زرعا.
Give them an example. There were two men. We gave one of them 2 gardens of grapes, and surrounded both of them with date palms, and placed vegetation between them.
كلتا الجنتين آتت أكلها ولم تظلم منه شيئا وفجرنا خلالهما نهرا.
Both the gardens brought forth their fruit, and suppressed nothing from it, and we caused a stream to flow through them.
وكان له ثمر فقال لصاحبه وهو يحاوره أنا أكثر منك مالا وأعز نفرا.
And he had wealth. So he said to his companion while conversing with him, I am greater than you in wealth and stronger in manpower.
ودخل جنته وهو ظالم لنفسه قال ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا.
And he entered his garden while he was doing wrong to himself. He said, I do not think that this will ever perish.
وما أظن الساعة قائمة ولئن رددت إلى ربي لأجدن خيرا منها منقلبا.
And I do not think that the hour, day of judgment, has to come. And even if I am sent back to my Lord, I will surely find a better place than this to resort to.
قال له صاحبه وهو يحاوره أكفرت بالذي خلقك من تراب ثم من نطفة أكفرت بالذي خلقك من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم سواك رجلا.
Said his companion to him, as he was conversing with him, "Do you deny him who created you from dust, then from a drop of semen? Then he made you a perfect man?"
لكن هو الله ربي ولا أشرك بربي أحدا.
As for me, I believe that Allah is my Lord, and I do not associate anyone with my Lord.
ولولا إذ دخلت جنتك قلت ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله إن ترني أنا أقل منك مالا وولدا.
Why, when you entered your garden, did you not say, "Everything is as Allah wills"? There is no power except with Allah. If you see me inferior to you in wealth and children.
فعسى ربي أن يؤتيني خيرا من جنتك ويرسل عليها حسبانا من السماء فتصبح صعيدا زلقا.
Then it is likely that my Lord will give me what is better than your garden, and will send to it a punishment from the heavens, and it will become a barren land.
أو يصبح ماؤها غورا فلن تستطيع له طلبا.
Or its water will sink deep in the earth, so that you will never be able to search it out.
وأحيط بثمره فأصبح يقلب كفيه على ما أنفق فيها وهي خاوية على عروشها ويقول يا ليتني لم أشرك بربي أحدا.
And its produce was overwhelmed by calamities, and he stood wringing his hands in anguish over what he had invested in it, while it was fallen down on its trellises, and he was saying, "I wish I had not ascribed any partner to my Lord."
ولم تكن له فئة